Well, hi there. Welcome to this tutorial for Fastlane Digital Audio School down in Montpellier, France, an Ableton certified training center. A very quick, fast tutorial, quick trick today on realizing the pitch drop effect within Ableton Live. What's the pitch drop effect? Well, you'll know it. Let me play you an example. Yes, you'll know that sound. That's the sound a vinyl does on the turntable when the DJ turns the turntable off. And that's a slow pitch drop. You have to deactivate, turn off the turntable for it to do that sound. You can also use the stop button on the turntable to do a very quick dynamic pitch drop. So this is a common sound. We all know that sound. It makes a lot of sense to integrate the type of effect inside our production. We could either use it within the composition and integrate it within the groove. Why not? But it also makes sense to use that type of effect during the post-editing stage. What do I call the post-editing stage? Well, it's a creative editing stage that happens after the mix is done, before we send the track to the master engineer. Yes, there are loads of very creative possibilities opening to us whilst all the sounds have been merged into one audio file. That's our export, our bounce. If you leave enough space for these edits to be done properly, then you can cut, stretch, compress the audio, or maybe do a pitch drop, typically the type of effects I would insert at this stage of the composition. So there are two ways, as far as I know, to make a pitch drop in Ableton Live. The first and easiest one is to use the pitch drop effect. You'll find it under Max for Live, Audio Effects, Pitch Drop. You can drop it on the track itself, on the master if you may. It couldn't be easier to use that effect. It could be either synchronized or unsynchronized. Whilst being synchronized, the duration of the drop is expressed in musical durations here. You could also unsynchronize it, and in that case it's in milliseconds and seconds. That's the kind of drop I played you just before as an example. It's a slow, unsynchronized drop. There's a big fat button here to activate and deactivate the effect, and you have different curves here, a sharp curve and a soft curve. The difference is not huge, but I guess a sharp curve applies better to a fast cut, a fast pitch drop, whilst a soft curve may apply better for a slow unsynchronized drop. Now we have to find first a position, a place in our track to realize this effect. Let's do it just before the first kick here, like so. So I'm going to place the duration to, for example, a quiver here, and I'm going to zoom in to see a quiver quantization on my grid so I can easily draw the actual effect in the automation for it here. So yeah, it did work, but it's not great. I'd rather do it just before the actual drop and use an automation on the volume itself to give a little silence just before it actually drops into the track. Like so. For example, yeah, so you could, maybe do other pitch drops within the track wherever you want, just before usually a drop in your composition, but it could be done probably anywhere really. There you go, another one here. Maybe let's do an actual slower one here, maybe for a whole note here. Let's do that here. Why not? So this, you see, is very simple and easy to realize. Let's make a much longer one here. Maybe half a bar. Excellent. Let's just drop that here. So let's do it half a bar before the actual drop on the track. Why not? Once again, could be better with a little silence behind it, just like I did before. Maybe do a very late, slow drop just at the end of the track here. I'm going to unsynchronize the drop duration and activate it. Now you have to obviously judge where is the best position to activate the plugin, since it's in milliseconds and not in musical durations anymore. Let's do it, I don't know, here. Just try that. Okay, let's do it a bit later. So you see, it's that simple to use. Another way to realize this effect is to use the looper of Ableton Live. I do this live myself for quite a while. It's a bit dangerous live to do this, but it does work very well on the crowd. So I'm not going to explain how the looper works today, but I'm going to set it up to record, say, 4 bars and then play. I'm going to set it up so we don't hear the sound all the time, but only when I'm recording, overdubbing or stopping. Let's just record a 4-bar loop here. And now. Now you're going to hear the looper. Now, you're hearing the looper. You're not hearing my track anymore. You're hearing the recording the looper has made. And using the speed button here, listen. It does work as well, doesn't it? Now you can go up as well. Yeah, so it does have other properties that the Pitchdrop doesn't have. It's a lot harder to use, too. However, it's slightly different since you can accelerate afterwards, and that the Pitchdrop doesn't do. That's it for us today. That was a quick tutorial from Fastlane. See you soon. Bye.